All right, welcome to
Yeah.
salty NHL fans making a highly accurate NHL playoff bracket. I'm here with my friend Dom today. First time on the channel, I believe.
Yes, 100%.
Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. How are you doing today?
I am elated. Yes, that's a good
100%.
word for today.
I have no clue what that means.
Ecstatic.
I see. Um, I got to do some promotion. Let's sell out real quick at YouTube Live now with NHL playoff predictions. And then I might send this to Nova as well because he might be interested in this. I don't know. He might not be around right now, but. And I think if I just change this to content, nice. And then where's Nova? He's offline. Screw that. Oh, I should send it. Okay, beautiful. And then who else should I send this to? People. I'm just sending it to literally anyone who might be interested in watching this. I'm not even joking. We're gonna send it to you, Mitchell. Do you want NHL playoff bracket predictions? Yes, you do want. Okay, it's gone now. It's apparently gone now. I lost the copy. Okay, we did it. All right. I don't think I leaked my stream key, and that's good. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this NHL playoff bracket predictions time. Probably gonna have to do a lot of Googling for this, but should be okay. I can close the file explorer. I won't need that. Paint. I'm just trying to see. I gotta start my music here. All right, looks like I got everything I need. Okay. So which one is it? NHL playoff bracket. All right. So, we are into the playoffs now for the NHL. And every year, I do a playoff bracket. And I decided, this year I'm going to do it on YouTube. And Dom is joining me this year. I did it with another friend back in 2019. We didn't do it on YouTube or anything like that. But my friend predicted St. Louis to go to the Cup. And they did. We only disagreed on the Cup final because I thought Tampa was going to win. And we all know what happened to that. But he did predict St. Louis to go to the Cup, so that's a little thing as well. I have that saved. I have that bracket still. But 2021, 2022 NHL playoff. Where do you want to start with the Atlantic?
The Atlantic. Okay.
I like Atlantic, Metropolitan, Central Pacific. I mean, we can start wherever you want. I usually start with the
East to
Atlantic.
west.
The Atlantic is like a death row, though. The Atlantic's so strong.
I. But I mean, half the Atlantic is strong. Half the Atlantic is. Why are you even a team? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I think,
Like,
okay, Florida and Washington, I probably should have opened a Chrome tab before. Oh, I do have a Chrome tab open. Oh, I'm really stupid. Oh, wow, I'm really dumb.
Just to give some stats, Florida and Washington. Florida having obviously being the President Trophy winner. Well, officially, there's no way that that can be changed.
Yep.
But so they finished with 122 points, 58 wins, 28 losses, and six, excuse me, overtime wins, losses, excuse me. Washington on the hand finished with exactly 100, 44 wins, 26 losses, and 12 overtime losses.
All right.
And with the regular season series between the two, there's only 3 games.
Oh, you got all the
Washington,
stats. Perfect.
yeah, I got all of it. I've prepared for this.
Oh, awesome.
Washington, the first game, Washington, Florida went into overtime, and Florida was able to beat out them in overtime.
Okay.
The second game, Washington beat them by 1 goal, 4-3. And the last game, which is back in November of last year, they haven't played recently at all. So the last time they played was in November 30th of 2021.
Okay.
Beating Florida. Obviously, Florida won that one for 5-4. So.
I think it's also one thing I think is beneficial to look at is I'm just on NHL.com looking at the bracket is last 10. When you look at the last 10 games that each of them has played, Washington has been 4-4-2, and Florida has been 7-3-0. And mind you, one of those losses was because they rested all of their good players and got absolutely destroyed by Montreal, which is that's actually kind of sad. I hope you guys, by the way, I hope you guys like the thumbnail. That was a masterpiece. I'm so proud of that thing. But it is the Bell Center stretched. I had to put the Austin Matthews face hit by the post, so that's like one of my favorite moments of this year. That and the Malcolm Subban national anthem, legendary moments.
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing.
He did such a good job.
Let's just say that. Let's finish.
Or the room or something. Anyways, I think Washington's gonna win a game, but I don't. Here's the thing: Florida has the incredible choker label. That's the thing right now. Like, Florida has the choker label where they have not won a playoff series, I think, in 25 years. I think.
I couldn't say that. I think Washington is gonna win. Too.
Really?
I have obviously I have Florida winning. I don't think it's a question, but yeah. I do think Washington's going to get 1 or 2 on them.
I agree with you. I think I would say
I agree that I say at least 1, maximum 2.
I'm in the same boat. I was thinking it's going to be 4-1, 4-2.
Yeah.
I would lean more toward, well, Washington has OV. I would lean more towards 4-2.
Yeah.
Okay, 4-2.
The only thing, I guess you could also have the argument made for just like I'm just looking at like they haven't played each other in a while. They'll have to go based on evidence and
If you look at the last 10 though, Florida totally dominated their last 10. Like Washington was like at 500. Like Washington was around 500. Florida totally dominated their last 10. Like I think Florida's gonna win this.
Well, that's why we're saying Florida. No, no ifs.
It's just how many games Florida's gonna. I think Washington's gonna get 1 or 2. I think you're in that boat as well. I think that with Florida, Washington has a lot more playoff experience, so I think that they're gonna be able to take a couple off them because of that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
We got 2.
Yeah, I absolutely 2, 6.
All right.
Total.
Toronto, Tampa. Florida. I got to rant for a minute here, okay? I got to tell a little bit of the story, okay? So bear with me. Last year, when I did my NHL playoff bracket I did a playoff bracket 10 or so, 20 games into the season. I did one. I predicted that Toronto was going to go to the final, like not the finals, but like the semifinals, I guess it was called last year. I predicted that they were going to get there. And then when I did my final bracket, I said, okay, the Leafs will beat Montreal in 7 games. They will then beat Winnipeg in 7 games, and then they will lose. They had an easy road, okay, to getting to that semifinal match, and they blew it. And from that point on, I will never pick the Leafs to win a series again. They will always lose in 7 games until they can win one and actually show me that they can win. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but they're losing in 7.
Agreed. I have the Tampa winning in 7.
Agreed? Okay, Tampa in 7. Tampa in 7. I don't even if they were playing Montreal, I would say like the worst team in the NHL, Arizona, the team that's moving into the 5,000 seat arena next year. Even if they were playing them, I would still say that the Leafs would lose in 7. They're not. I'm never picking them to win a series again until they do it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I would say that we would probably sacrifice at least 1. I don't think we're in the sweeping like mentality.
Oh no, they're going to lose in 7. It'll be 7 games. If they're going to lose, they're doing it in the true Leafs fashion. This is why I wanted them to lose their game yesterday. I wanted them to lose to Boston because then when they lost in 7, it would have been funny. It's just like the Tampa, first of all, we can talk about Tampa first. Tampa's insane. Like, I think that they've had, if you look at the stats, and I know this one was barely based on stats, Tampa's 7-3-0 in their last 10. 110 points, second in the Atlantic, but they have so much playoff experience on that team, back-to-back Cup champions. I think it's really hard to pick against them. With the Leafs, you're talking about a team that is like, what, 105? Like, they're over 100 years old, and that was the best season in their franchise history. I think. The first time they've won 50 games in a season, they had Austin Matthews get to 60 goals. That's the best season I've ever seen from them.
Oh, I think honestly the most important part of there was the 60 Matthew 60.
I think actually that was even I think not even just for Leaf fans, but also for the league to have another 60 goal scorer is huge.
I wonder if he didn't get it. Would he not have been scratched?
He wouldn't have been scratched if he didn't get it. He would not have been
like,
scratched.
no, you're getting the 60 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing.
That's the ideal scenario. I think, you know what? We're going to have some prime Steve Dangle moments in this series. It's going to be an insane series, but I think ultimately the Leafs are going to lose in 7 games
When's
again.
When's the last game against Tampa? Let's see here.
You could check. I think they lost to Tampa 6-0 or like 7, or I think it was 8-2 or 8-3. But they beat Tampa 6-1 before that. So it's really hard to gauge the two.
So yeah, April 21st, which was what, like 9 days ago from the film.
Yeah, it's a stream. So 9 days
we won't mention what happened that game. It was definitely 8 to something.
It was 8 to something. That game was brutal to watch, dude. That was terrible. I hated that.
Let's move on for that one. Yeah, the previous one was 6-2, which was I liked, and then the previous one was 5-3, and then the first ever one we did this year was.
Oh look, it's Koigawa.
Yeah,
Hi. Sorry,
no, that's fine. Toronto won in overtime, which was. This is gonna be tough, and if Toronto gets out of it, and they actually break the curse. Which we know will come back the next year again.
if they win this series, they can get. I've always said this. Once they win one series, they're gonna have a lot of momentum. And I think if they win one series, it might be easier for them to win a second. But the problem is, and that's what I said last year. If they win one series, they're gonna win a bunch. I said like, if they win like the Eastern Conference Final, I guess it would have been, or the semifinal. I said they were gonna win the cup, but I just think that like there's no way. I think with the division that they're in. The problem with the Leafs as well is, you know, they've been a good team, but they've been so inconsistent. Like, so inconsistent. You look at teams like, I know Tampa kind of had the same inconsistency towards the end, but, like, my God, like, some games this year, like, the Leafs, they were bad. Like, I think it's just that inconsistency. Like, for example, if Campbell gets hurt, they're screwed.
Tampa or Shalgren, if they both get hurt, I guess the only thing
Mrazek's on LTIR.
Sorry,
Mrazek's on LTIR.
Oh god.
If Campbell and Shalgren both get hurt, yeah, they're screwed. Yeah,
probably have to bring him back too.
All right,
and I guess the only thing that would make Toronto win is consistent goalkeeping, and that is it. If Shalgren, or however you say it, Kallgren, whatever.
Shalgren, yep.
If Kallgren and Campbell can produce,
they could win it. Yeah, but it's just I think
you're
going up against Vasilevsky and Brian Elliott. Good luck.
Hey.
All right, let's move on. Carolina, Boston. Okay. Carolina has I guess no playoff experience. No. Okay, well yeah, Anderson's good. It'd be awesome to see Anderson get a cup. Did he win? No, he didn't win with Anaheim. No, he didn't win with Anaheim. That was a
Oh, he was after the fact.
He was after that. Yeah. Look, as much as I don't like the Bruins, there is a part of me that does think they're gonna win because it's the Bruins and they're literally insane all the time. Like, okay. I don't like the Bruins, but they're going up against Carolina though. Okay, 7 games. I think this is gonna go to 7.
Agreed. 7 games. Carolina, I have in 7.
I think Carolina in 7. I think it's gonna go to 7, but I think Carolina's gonna win. It's gonna be close though.
You look at the series between the two. There was only 3 games, obviously, because they're different
divisions. Yeah.
Carolina out blew Boston out of the water. First game 3-0. Second game 7-1. Carolina. Last game 6-0. Carolina.
But Boston in the playoffs though, and now they're stronger because they have Hampus Lindholm now. You know, I think
I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually less than 7. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you want to go 6?
I would be tempted to go 6, but at the same time, my gut wants to say 7, and that's why I say a 7.
Okay, let's go 7. We'll go 7. There's not really much else to say there other than I don't want Boston to win the cup. Boston is probably. I have nothing against Bruins
Who wins
fans.
the cup?
I have nothing against.
Ooh!
I have nothing against Bruins fans. I just don't like your team at all. I don't like the Bruins.
All better.
Huh?
Marchand just makes it all better.
Yeah.
That guy I cannot stand. Even if he became a Leaf, I would not be able to stand him.
The philosophy that I have is I think this is my philosophy on Brad Marchand. You like him when he's playing for your team, but if he's not, you don't like him. Although I don't. Tom Wilson is honestly probably just as annoying. Just doesn't get the recognition. You know what I'm saying? Tom Wilson's okay. Moving on. New York, Pittsburgh.
It wasn't even hard for me.
Wait.
I knew off the bat.
Wait. Okay. I'm actually. So this is a sweep for you. Here's the thing. Pittsburgh has not had great success in their last few playoffs. So they lost to what? They lost to the Islanders, Montreal.
Yeah. They got swept.
Who'd they lose to last year? The Islanders again.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. They lost to the Islanders. The Tristan Jarry pass to nobody. They lost to the Islanders again last year. Did you like?
I had searched this up. Sorry, no. Oh, really?
Like the thing is, Pittsburgh has a lot of experience. They were a decent team, but and the thing, New York is still really young. Who did you pick to win?
New York.
You picked New York. Let me check the standings. I think I'll be sold in a sec. Pittsburgh's at okay. I'm gonna go for last 10. Oh, they're both around 500. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, never mind. Yeah, they lost to Islanders again. So they got swept by Islanders in that weird thing that happened in 2019-2020.
Yeah.
And then they lost to the Islanders again, 2-4. Pittsburgh being the first in the Metro.
I know there's a YouTuber that I watch who talks about the Penguins, and he's just upset all the time because they keep choking. Like, there's a part.
I know his pain.
Yep. There's a part of me that thinks that they're going to, like, that New York. Did you say sweep or like?
I did not say sweep. I definitely did not say sweep.
I think
now I am debating myself still between 6 or 5. I do not think Pittsburgh is going to be swept. Yeah,
it's just like, is Tristan Jarry going to do something stupid again in the playoffs? That's really what it comes down to. I think they've had so much choking that I think you're right. New York's going to win. I think I'm going to say 6 though because New York's such a young team.
I ended up on
6. All right,
6.
We'll go 6. I'll agree with you.
So
on that.
It should be 6, 7, 7, 6.
All right, Colorado and Nashville. Okay, Colorado's probably going to win.
I don't think that's I don't think that's debatable.
How good is Nashville? Let me see. How good is the West? Is pretty weak.
Out of the 4 games.
Oh boy, Nashville. Yeah, they're not very good. Okay, I'm 4-0.
But I like to. This is why I'm saying what I said. Nashville, out of the 4 games that Colorado and Nashville played against each other, the Predators won a majority of them. They won 3 out of the 4.
And were they like close games or were they all like defeats?
5-2 Nashville, and the last 2 were a shootout and overtime. So yeah, technically they were close. So that kind of gives me a little bit more to my.
You want to give them 1 game?
Like, I want to give them 1 game. I want to give them 1 game.
We'll give them 1 game.
At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they were just beaten out of the water.
I would not be surprised if they swept. Okay, Minnesota, St. Louis. I already know that I want to pick St. Louis. I got a soft spot for St. Louis. And I would definitely.
No, keep on.
I definitely think that. Oh, they're literally so even. But St. Louis was resting players because they had clinched the spot. They were probably both resting players. It's 109 points to 113 points, and your last 10 is 8-1-1 and 7-2-1. I think they played each other in the outdoor game and Minnesota won. I remember that. In the Winter Classic, I believe. They played each other. And Minnesota, I think they won by 2 or 3.
They won by 2.
Okay.
6-4.
I am pretty confident that this one's going to go to 7 games. I think that this is definitely, if there is a series in the West that will go to 7, I think, I think Calgary, Dallas, Edmonton, LA, those are not going to go to 7, but I think Minnesota, St. Louis will. I think these are 2 of the stronger teams in the West. The Central, I think like the Central is much stronger than the Pacific. The Pacific is not good. Sorry to the Pacific. The Pacific for the Pacific, yeah.
But I don't agree at all. I do not even think it's going to be St. Louis.
You think Minnesota's going to win?
Minnesota has some of the most talented players, and they've been a star this season so far.
Oh my god, they have Kaprizov, they have Fleury.
Yeah.
Cam Talbot.
Even though that out of the three games that they played each other, one of them wasn't even close, which was the Winter Classics. That was 6-4 for St. Louis. The other 2 games were overtime winners for St. Louis. So St. Louis won every single one of the game against each other. But their overtime game and even the Winter Classic was close. And I remember watching even there was a Leaf game on, and I was still watching the St. Louis and Minnesota game because it was so close. One was scoring, and the other one was scoring, and then it was actually fun to watch that Winter Classic. Even though I think it was the Winter Classic of
yeah, it was Winter Classic. It wasn't Stadium Series.
No,
Stadium Series was Nashville, and then Heritage was Toronto Buffalo.
Was it Buffalo? I was gonna say Detroit. Sorry, maybe that was the year
that was
before.
Centennial Classic a few years back.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that classic game. We
move on from that.
Yeah, move on.
If you want to pick Minnesota in 7, how does their season series stack up? I think that's the deciding factor here.
6. I said 6.
No, I can't go 6. What's their season series like? Does Minnesota have the majority of games?
What do you mean, like? So Minnesota was 53, 22, and 7.
Well, no, like between the 2 of them, like between the games they played.
Yes.
Did Minnesota win more of them?
No. St. Louis won every single one of them.
All the games that they played against each other?
Yeah. But it was really close. Like, that's why I'm saying that Minnesota.
I think it's going to be 7 then. If it's that close, I think we got to go 7.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
All right, we'll go Minnesota.
I say 7 Minnesota.
I think that works. All right.
I'm marking this down too because I'm.
Oh, I have to update my piece of paper too. I didn't even do that. 4-2 for Florida, and then 3-4 for Tampa, and then 4-3 for Carolina. I can't believe we picked Boston to win in 7. I literally just realized it.
Whoa. I picked Carolina.
Carolina, yeah. I literally just realized we put Boston on there. Mind you, Boston, they barely missed out on 3rd in the Atlantic. Yeah, I think that's going to go to 7. All right. Calgary and Dallas. Okay, I think we know who's going to win.
I don't think it's a question.
Wait, yeah, I think it comes down to how many games are we going to give Dallas, because I think we both think Calgary's going to win. Calgary does also have the playoff choker label, but I think that they're going to break that because, like, they're a far better team than Dallas. Like, granted, they're in one of the weaker divisions, but they are a much better. Dallas has a negative goal differential. Okay, yeah, Calgary, 100%.
Now the question is sweep or no sweep, or one game.
One game.
Sweep or one game.
One game.
One game.
I'm saying one game because Calgary's got the choker label.
Fair enough. I actually do have that down as well. One game.
Right. Most of these are like pretty much agreeing on right now.
I think the West is a little. It's always one good team against the weaklings of the other. So it's Calgary and Dallas.
Speaking of one weak team against the weaklings, wait, what the hell? How is LA 6-3-1 in their last 10? I was about to pick them for like. Okay, we know Edmonton's gonna win.
Yes.
That's guaranteed. We know Edmonton will win.
Yes.
I mean, Edmonton also does have the choker label, but again, I think I think they're gonna. I think
It's a lot more hilarious. Let's just say that.
no. Edmonton's made it to the second round though. Edmonton has. Calgary. I think Calgary has too. Out of the 3 Canadian teams that are left in here, all of them have choker labels, and then other teams that do Pittsburgh, Florida, Colorado, but Colorado's choker label isn't until the second round. So I guess Dallas doesn't. It's a lot of the underdog teams that don't have the choker label because they have no expectations. Does that make sense?
Dallas was 91, which, well, sorry, excuse me to Buffalo fans, but Dallas was 91, right?
Huh?
Or 99.
99. Oh, the skate in the crease, the no goal game.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. That might have been 90. When was? I'm gonna look it up. When was the no goal game? 1999.
99. Excuse me. Sorry, not 91. 99. So 99. No goal in the.
I don't.
Honestly, looking back now, 100%, it was in the crease. But
Poor Buffalo.
and thank God they amended that rule. But anyways,
Edmonton, LA. How many games do we give LA? Because LA is not super strong. Like they're 5 back of Edmonton right now.
of the 4 games, Edmonton was only able to win. Oh, sorry, Edmonton won every single one of them,
Were they close at all?
except for one where there's 2 that were pretty close. One was in shootouts, which is the only one that Edmonton won every single one of these. No, oh, sorry, no, wait 1 second. Sorry, I didn't see that. I read that wrong. So there was one that was really in LA's favor, which was the beginning of December 2021.
Okay.
Which was LA beat Edmonton out of the water 5-1. Then Edmonton came back in February.
Didn't
and
Edmonton
beat
have a
them out of
COVID
the water.
outbreak at that time though? I think they did.
December?
December. I think Edmonton had a COVID outbreak in December.
That would kind of explain why that happened. So
Someone in chat
Hey,
saying Edmonton will go all the way. I don't think so. They might beat Calgary,
but they're not going to be Colorado.
Huh?
They're not going to be. They're not going to be Colorado after that.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be Colorado.
That's what I have. I keep on going. I have Colorado making it to the conference final.
Yeah, 100%.
No.
But I agree with that. It's just that one might be close too. But for Edmonton, LA, do we give LA 2 games? I'm almost thinking we give LA 1 or 2.
I have 1.
I mean, they were close, but they were in shootouts. That's the thing. And LA did manage to win, but that was the COVID outbreak. You can't really count that game.
Then every single other one. There was one that wasn't close at all, and the rest of them were pretty close.
Do we give
So
LA
there was a
2?
there was a.
Or
I don't think so. I really don't.
I
I have faith in Edmonton. Whoever that guy was, I have faith in Edmonton. Don't worry.
All right. Well, all right. I'm down. We'll go Edmonton.
But seeing McDavid cry is funny though.
Oh my god.
Really funny.
I feel
Really
kind
funny.
of bad for him because Edmonton always chokes, dude. I kind of feel bad for the guy.
I do really feel bad for him. Why don't you come to Toronto? It'd be a lot better. you and Matthews.
Oh, their cap would be
They're
nuts.
already friends, so it's like perfect.
Their cap would
scenario.
be insane. Like that would be so funny. Didn't they play together for Team North America at the World Cup of Hockey? I think they did. All right.
I know they did work out together over the postseason. Preseason, excuse me.
Florida and Tampa, 7 games. I think this is another 7. So I usually say a lot are gonna be
Oh,
at 7.
7. Not even a 7. 100%. Just which.
This is a coin flip because Florida has the eternal choker
Okay.
label, and Tampa is
Here's the
back to
coin.
back.
Okay, heads. Are
Are we actually flipping a coin? I was joking.
I have a coin right in front of me. So,
I
Florida heads.
no.
Tampa
Are we
tails.
actually flipping a coin? Let's actually think this out.
Okay, before I open it, what is it?
I don't know. I literally have no clue which one it's gonna be. This could go either way. I think the other one is more so obvious, but like
the coin says Florida.
the coin says Florida. No, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I don't think so.
Nova just goes into my chat and just says Toronto in 5. That's not happening. That's not happening.
If Toronto goes in 5, or even a sweep.
First time past first round in 1 R&D. No, that's not happening. No way, dude. No way. I don't think so. You got here, Nova. You want to help us though? Florida or Tampa? Who do you think would win? We're guaranteed to 7 games. We just don't know who. The coin said Florida. The coin says Florida, but
If the quarter lies, then I am throwing that quarter in the trash.
here's the thing.
Or giving.
Originally, at the beginning of the year, I said Tampa would go back to the final. There's a part of me that feels like Florida. You know how the team that loads up at the deadline is always the team that chokes?
True.
I feel like it might be Tampa. Like I actually think that this could go either way.
Pull something out of their butt and end up in the final again.
I think Tampa's going to end up in the final. I really do think that Tampa's going to win this one. I think it's going to be 7.
Okay, I'm just looking forward.
Do we have a last 10 that we can compare to? What's what were they? 8. They were 7-3-0 and 7-3-0 in their last 10.
I have forgotten to mention something.
What?
The percentage. I went on moneypuck.com and you can look at, like the deserver meter or chance of winning. That's all moneypuck, right?
Yeah.
So they have a chance of winning. So for example, let's talk about Toronto and Tampa.
Okay.
They have the Leafs winning.
No.
60% chance Leaf winning.
But they can't.
And Which
I'm
like, no, you don't know reality. You don't know reality. That's more like my thing. But I'm just saying the statistics are in line.
What are the analytics on Florida beating Tampa? Does it have that?
No, it isn't, because it would have to be. Yeah, they just have it as TBD.
And like they've definitely split their regular season, right? Like they've split it, like barely. Like I'm sure they won 2-2, right?
Sorry.
Like I'm sure they won 2-2 in the regular season. There's no way that I think they probably won 2-2, right?
Oh yeah, they did. No, they absolutely. Yeah, it was 2-2. The series between the two. Yep, 2-2.
Do you want to say Tampa?
I feel like it.
Tampa.
I feel like it.
All right. Tampa and 7. Let's do it.
It'll be really, really sad. Honestly, I do have a soft spot for Florida.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Florida, but I really do think that Tampa.
After losing to Colorado in their first ever Stanley Cup.
Oh, in the 90s, right?
In the 90s, I feel like they deserve something, and they've kind of become something quite good and great. That it's a little sad to say that I want to say Tampa, but at the same time,
I think statistically speaking, Tampa's gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, these aren't the teams that we want to win. These are the teams that we think will win. Is a good way to put it.
Cooper's gonna do something, pull something out of his butt again.
Gonna happen.
He's gonna get 3 in a row. I don't know. He's gonna be there forever. So.
All right. Who is DMing me on Discord? Nova. Who's me? Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Statistically, Nova. The statistics don't take into account choking. Anyways,
they don't.
Carolina, New York. Okay, I think this is one that I think we know who's gonna win. Like Oh, they were close, right?
Between the two? Oh, I don't even know.
My initially I was like, oh, Carolina, but they were close.
When it comes to points, not even. They were six points away from each other.
Really?
Yep. So it was 110 Rangers and.
Oh, okay. I 8-2-0, 6-4-0. I think Carolina.
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah.
We're going Carolina.
Carolina.
I don't think it's a game 7, but I don't think it's a sweep or a 4-1. I could see 4-1, but
I can see a game 7.
You could see a game 7.
Rangers have done a lot this
That's
season,
true.
and
You want to
have
meet in the middle and
proven
go
to me-
4-2.
Let's go 6. Yeah.
4-2. All right, I gotta update my bracket here as well that I have on paper that I'm gonna throw in a draw.
So second round or whatever you want to call it.
All
Tampa
right,
7 and Carolina 6.
Colorado, Minnesota. Okay, this is where Colorado's choker label comes in, but like I really think that Colorado is just.
Also, we probably should also take into account that the fact that we have Colorado in 5, and we have Minnesota in 7. That means Minnesota is gonna be a little bit more.
They're gonna be more.
What's the word? Bezazzled.
Yeah.
Whatever. They've been continuing while Colorado has been sitting on their butt for who knows, a couple days now, or a week.
I think Colorado, but they have the choker label. You know what? Someone's gonna get rid of their choker label this year because you got a lot of teams moving through with the choker label. That's the way it's worked out. Someone's gonna get rid of it.
Say Colorado 6.
Colorado, I'm down. I'm down.
Colorado 6.
Here's the thing. In my original bracket, my finals was Tampa, Colorado. Why did I just write Minnesota 6? That's not how it works.
No.
Okay.
I would be surprised. I would be surprised. I'd be happy for Minnesota. But at the same time, no.
I literally know I said Minnesota 6 games, Colorado 4 games. Calgary, Edmonton. Oh, this would be if this series
Alberta.
actually happens. This would be the Battle of Alberta. This would be insane, dude. Because like these teams, they hate each other. These two teams.
Capital of the province.
Who's the better one? I think Calgary's. But Calgary, no, they both have choker labels. Damn it, Calgary is significantly better.
What happens if two teams go against each other who are chokers? I don't know.
One of them's gonna win. One of them's gonna get rid of their choking label. That's the way it works. Calgary, Edmonton.
I think we should go with the obvious, Calgary.
You think Calgary? Do we say 7 or 4-2? Do you think it's gonna be 7 for Calgary, Edmonton?
7. Yeah.
7. Okay. I think 7 Calgary. I think Calgary is the stronger team. And especially because bear in mind they are playing Pacific teams here and the Pacific is worse. So like they're still playing Pacific teams. Now we can say they're going to get screwed by Colorado, which
which is fun. Which is always fun.
You know, okay, so what do we got next? Tampa,
Carolina. Why is the East so good?
They played each other like what was it? The East Division last year. Okay, and then Colorado,
the East Division. Yeah, whatever.
And Calgary. We'll start with Tampa, Carolina. Again, I think Tampa. I think. Let me check statistically. Statistically speaking,
6 or 7. 6 or 7. I don't think it's gonna be 5 or 4.
Oh no. At this stage in the playoffs, they're not 5 or 4. Carolina had 116 points. Tampa had 110, but Tampa was also in a stronger division.
I mean, you could pull a Montreal and make it all the way to the final for some reason.
That's true.
I don't know.
Colorado versus Tampa. That's what Nova's saying. I tend to agree with that, but I don't tend to agree with Tampa wins all in 7. But I think Tampa's gonna get back to the final. I don't know. The final I really have to reconsider based on the season. I know I said Colorado and Tampa at the beginning of the year. And I know last year I stick to that, but what did that get me? It got me Marc-Andre Fleury doing a thing against Montreal, and then Vegas lost. And now they're not even in the playoffs. So
that's why. That's what not to do, kids. That's what's not to do.
Yep. I just got pen on my... Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That'll probably come. It's okay. Anyways, Tampa, Carol. Let's go 4-2. You want to go 4-2 or 7?
7.
7? I think that works.
As much.
Yeah, no, but these are all confirmed.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I think Colorado, Calgary. That's 4-2 for Colorado. I don't think that's going to 7.
4-2. Yep, that's what I got.
All right.
And then what you've predicted has equated to here.
For reference, the last time I did a bracket, I picked Colorado 4-2.
Really?
I don't think it's going to go 4-2. It's going to go 7. I think that these teams, Tampa has, to be honest, Edmonton beats Calgary for sure. Yeah, no, but the choker label, you got to remember that. I think Calgary, Edmonton. I think Calgary's a better team. That's gonna be a sick series though if that actually happens. That's gonna be insane. I feel like Tampa. Do you think Tampa's gonna win it again though? For reference, the last time I said
really
Tampa,
don't want to say that. I really don't want to say that.
I don't either
like,
because the last time I said Tampa was gonna win the cup, they lost in 4 games straight to Columbus.
I guess it's just for me. It's that obviously this all comes down to the Florida Tampa game, and that games I should say, and that really affects everything else. And I do also want to say Tampa because they've been playing more games. They're playing that what? So it's Tampa in 7. So it's Tampa against Toronto in 7, and then Tampa against Florida in 7. So it's 14
And
games.
they have
and then
all
Tampa in 7.
sevens, and I think those series
they're
are
gonna be
all
better
going to be
prepared.
sevens.
They're all going to be better prepared. They're going to be a little more shook than Colorado, who's been 5, maybe 4-6, and
Do you
6
think
again.
it's going to go to 7 again, or do you want to say 4-2? I think we're both coming to a consensus right now that it's going to be Colorado. Especially because I think Colorado is really going to want to go for it and is really going to want it because remember, McKinnon's a free agent. I think there's going to be some drive there because they don't know if they're going to be able to re-sign him. McKinnon's going to be a free agent next year, and they already signed Gabriel Landeskog, so how are they going to have the cap?
He's more of a Canadian fan.
Colorado sucks right now, in my opinion. I can't see them winning the whole thing. Nova. They're 4-5-1. Really? Colorado's 4-5.
Colorado?
They're 4-5-1 in their last 10.
Why? Because it just started sitting all their players because they knew they were gonna get to the.
Oh,
didn't
they
want the
knew
President's
they
Trophy.
were clutching the West for a long time.
Oh well, who didn't?
I think they clinched the West really early. I think we're both coming to Colorado here, right? From what it sounds like, I think we're both kind of leaning more to that direction, but this could go either way. It's your call.
Tampa 7.
Tampa 7?
Tampa 7. I think they're gonna get 3 in a row. I do not think it's gonna be Colorado.
After seeing the last 10, I'm gonna go with you. Let's do it.
The 4-5-1 or whatever it was.
Let's do it.
The label of choking after the second round.
Colorado has that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with this. Every single choker label stays. Calgary loses. Toronto loses. Florida loses. Colorado loses. Who's left? Edmonton loses. A lot of these choker labels are still staying. St. Louis too. You know what? I think you're right. So we got. I'll recap for you real quick. For the viewers, then we'll end the stream. Florida, Washington 4-2. Tampa, Toronto 4-3 Tampa. Carolina, Boston 4-3 Carolina. New York, Pittsburgh 4-2 New York. Then Colorado, Nashville 4-1 Colorado. Minnesota, St. Louis 4-3 Minnesota. Calgary, Dallas 4-1 Calgary. Edmonton, LA 4-1 Edmonton. Then Florida, Tampa 4-3 Tampa. Carolina, New York 4-2 Carolina. And then Colorado, Minnesota 4-2 Colorado. Calgary, Edmonton 4-2 Calgary. Colorado, Calgary 4-2 Colorado. Tampa, Carolina 4-3 Tampa. Tampa, Colorado 4-3 Tampa. You know what? I think this is as accurate as we're going to get.
Lost to second round Western.
I think...
Sorry.
I'm going to go out on a limb who says this. Whoever wins between Florida and Tampa is going to win the cup. Because this is the one that we're most unsure about. Whoever wins this series, I'll highlight it.
It's a bellwether.
Whoever wins that series right there, that is the team that I think is going to win the cup.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And I think...
Sorry, Colorado fans out there.
I think that's good. I think we're good to wrap it up then. We got the bracket done. Another year's NHL bracket. Thank you so much for joining me for this. This was a lot of fun to do.
Worries.
And that's going to have the stream. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you